Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in with me, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So what I got for you guys today is going to be another episode of the Road to Dark Matter Camo over here on Black Ops 3. Now, the gun we're going to be taking a look at today is a gun that's pretty close to my heart. Although it's not one of the best guns in the game, actually, I would classify it as one of the worst. It's still one of those guns that's insanely fun to use in the game, and it's just really rewarding when you do well. You guys will see the gun we're going to be taking a look at today is the Haymaker 12, or as I like to call it, the AA-12, just because that's what it was called back in all the older classic Call of Duties that I played for hours on end when I was a little kid. So I think that's one of the reasons why I like this gun. Just so many good memories back on Modern Warfare 2, putting claymores and sitting in a room with Scavenger Pro, just holding it down with the AA-12. Back then, when the gun was actually extremely good, you can use it as a secondary, which looking back at it now, it's actually that's pretty overpowered when I look back at it, but it was still so fun, man. It's just so many good memories, and that's why I like the gun so much. So the gameplay we're going to be watching today is some Nuketown gameplay. I dropped 70 kills, like I said. It's really rewarding when you do well with this weapon, and this is one of those games where I just go in, I get my streaks a couple of times. I'm running non-lethals, and honestly, I probably could have got a nuclear if I played a little bit more defensively and smart, but my strategy in this game was just, whenever I die, respawn, sprint in the middle of the map, and just tear stuff up, spray my shotgun everywhere, and get as many kills as possible. So it's a pretty entertaining gameplay, and as always, I got the gold camo on, just so you guys can see what that looks like on the gun, in case you guys want to go for it yourselves, and you're not sure, like, is it worth it? Does it look good? Okay, yeah, okay. So that's why I'm running that. So to start things off, if you guys are new to the channel, this class setup that I'm about to share with you guys is the best class setup that helps you get the challenges out of the way to get gold camo. So since this is not one of the shotguns that's pump action, you actually have to get headshots, which I'm pretty sure this is one of the hardest guns to get the challenges for. I see a lot of people struggle with this. I have a lot of friends that have a hard time, and it's the same thing with the Brecci. Although the Brecci's a lot better after the recent buffs, this shotgun's still really bad, and so this class setup that I'm going to share with you guys, along with some of the tips and tricks, will definitely help you guys out. Like, trust me, this was a gun that for like the first day or two, like I actually started working on this on my road to Dark Matter back when I was actually trying to get Dark Matter. I was struggling so hard, but then I found a certain class setup, and also I found a certain game mode that really helps, and I think it will help you guys too. So to kick things off, we're going to start off with the class setup. The attachments we're going to be running are a long barrel, rapid fire, and laser sight. These three attachments are crazy good and will really help the gun out, just become a better gun and also get those headshots. So to start things off, the first attachment is long barrel. This attachment increases the range, making it a lot easier to get kills at range, because that's the one thing everyone knows. That's the one thing that the shotguns lack, is range. So I mean, of course, long barrel on any sort of shotgun in any Call of Duty will help you, and then this will also result in more headshots since you have more range and you're able to kill them from a longer distance. The second attachment is rapid fire. Although this is an automatic shotgun, it's still, the kill time is still really slow, just because of like how bad the gun is. The range and the damage is really low. So rapid fire, although you already have a good fire rate, it lets you pump out more shells, resulting in more kills and more headshots. And then the last one is laser sight. This one is weird to some people. I know you guys won't understand this at first, but when I explain it, it will make sense. So I find when going for headshots, and this kind of goes along with the tips and tricks, but when going for headshots, the laser sight makes it to where you don't have to aim down sights, and I find that I get so many more headshots when I'm just hip firing in the general area, since the bullets spread, rather than when I zoom in. So when I zoom in, you have to be precise on their head and everything, but when you hip fire, the spread is so wide that I find myself like legitimately getting twice as many headshots, and it makes it a lot more easy. You don't have to be as precise, you don't have to zoom in, and also you don't have to waste time ADSing in case you get in a gun battle, which will help you get more headshots and more kills in the end. So that's the class setup. The perks honestly could be up to you guys. This is one of those class setups that really doesn't have that many attachments, so the perks can be up to you guys. The one perk I would recommend running all the time is fast hands, which if you guys aren't familiar with that perk, it makes it to where you can pull up your gun faster, and this basically allows you to get the first shot off, get those initial shots before. And since this is a really weak weapon, it will help you with any class, honestly. But since it's the weak weapon, you'll get those first shots off, resulting in winning more gunfights. So I think that perk's really helpful. But the rest of the perks, like I said, are all personal preference. The main thing that we want to focus here is the attachments, because that's the one thing that can actually really change the gun and make an impact on the performance of the weapon. So that's it for the class setup. Now, getting into the tips and tricks, I don't really have too many, but the one I can give you is a game mode that will really help you guys. And even if you're not a hardcore player or anything, I still recommend, like, highly recommend you guys playing this game mode. So the game mode, I already kind of gave it away by saying hardcore, but the game mode you're going to want to be playing to get headshots with this shotgun is hardcore free-for-all. Free-for-all is one of those game modes where the spawns are crazy and you're always running into enemies that are super close and like just coming around corners, you always run into them. Your barrel's like literally up their booty hole. Sometimes you like don't expect it. And since shotguns are they shine in the close quarter combats, this will make it to where you have a lot more easier opportunities to kill people because they're going to be so close. And also, if you play free-for-all a lot, you can learn the spawns, resulting in a lot more easier kills. You know how to position yourself and stuff, but that's only if you play free-for-all a lot. And then the other thing that makes this game mode a lot better is the hardcore aspect. So if you were in core, I would say it takes like 2 to 3 shots from a decent range for a shotgun to get that headshot. But if you're playing in hardcore free-for-all, you're going to be running the enemies up close. You're going to be getting up close and personal with them, and it literally only takes 1 shot. If you can be accurate enough or make like some of the spread of the bullets when you hit fire using laser sights hit their head, you get so many more headshots, and that's honestly the game mode that changed things for me. I tried getting the headshots in core playing Nuketown, using the strategy I usually do, but it just wasn't working out. I barely got any headshots. I was getting really frustrated, but with hardcore, you get those headshots so much easier. Literally only takes 1 to 2 shots depending on how good your aim is and how far away they are. And you guys got to remember, it's a shotgun, so I mean, obviously you got to get up close and personal. So I mean, that's the one major tip I can give you guys. The other tips that are pretty self-explanatory that I say in the rest of them are use the heat wave and use stuns, because if the enemies are stunned and they can't move, you'll be able to get easy headshots, and that'll result in some pretty easy headshots. So those are the tips and tricks in the class setup for the AA-12. This is one of my favorite guns, like I said, but it's also one of the most difficult guns to get gold in Black Ops 3 as of right now, after all the recent patches, buffs, and nerfs and stuff. So if this episode helped you guys in any way, shape, or form, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And as always, I hope you guys have a stellar rest of your day, and I'll talk to you slutbag mother truckers in the next one. Take it easy, fellas. Woo! First take, baby! Oh my god, I didn't even stutter or anything.